one last question that I did want to ask you before we have to go is I always like to ask everyone I interview if you could go back and give your 18-year-old or 20-year-old version, Eugene, just one piece of advice, knowing what you know now, because I'm sure you've learned so many things over the last, what, 18 years or something that you've been working, 17, 18 years. What would that piece of advice be, I guess, to your younger self?
Yeah. I mean, there's so much there. If only time travel, was possible. There's so many things that I wish I would have done differently. So I'm gonna, share something that's stands out, like as you asked the question, but I don't know if that's like the most important one. But I would say I I had an ego and I thought I was, really smart, and I would sometimes like dismiss, for example, like certain functions within an organization. Oh,
Mm,
this is like HR, or this is, I don't know, marketing, or pick whatever. I kind of
yeah.
always had a self belief that helped me in many ways, but the shadow side of it, looking back, is I think my self belief felt that like I was always doing the most important thing in the
Mm,
organization, and it really, any company is a team, and every cog in that company is critical, and you can learn from anybody.
yeah.
And so, like, I think the sales commissions thing that we talked about is maybe a good example. As I said, like, I remember being really torn on, like, I'm at Slack. This is an amazing company. I'm doing sales commissions, or I'm signing up to do sales commissions.
Mm,
This is like low value work, right?
mm,
But as you develop domain expertise within it, you understand that it's much bigger than meets the eye. And, if you have a growth mindset and you're curious, you can pull the thread on, how it connects to the bigger whole. And these light bulb moments just start to accumulate. And so I would say, like, people that go into banking probably are all type A and are all really successful
yeah.
in their kind of like academic route, and it can create a little bit of that ego. And again, it can be powerful. It can allow you to show up with confidence and do really great things, but allow yourself the open mindedness to learn from literally everybody, regardless of their title, their level of seniority. Learn how to build relationships, even if you don't learn anything from them explicitly that you can take away and write down. How do
Yeah.
you connect with that individual, regardless of the power dynamics? So I would say that's like the thing that comes to mind for me.
That's so good, man. I mean, I have a thought on that, and I know you got to run, but it's NBA playoffs right now, so I've been watching all the Warrior games, and they just had like a couple wins where the role players on the team, like not Steph or Jimmy, but like Pods or Buddy Heald or whatever, who were like instrumental in the team winning the game. And I feel like the analogy here is like a lot of people that make it into banking after college when they were in high school or when they were playing AAU ball, they were like the star player on the team. That's why they made it into the NBA in the first place. And then when they get to the NBA, there's only like 400 players in the entire league, but on every team, there's like one or maybe two superstars. And then everyone else is pretty much considered a role player. And you have like a specific role on the team. Like you're the shooter guy, you're the rebounder, you're the whatever. And you can become the best at whatever your role is. Like you can become like the star of whatever that role is without necessarily having to be like not everyone can always be like Steph Curry or LeBron James, or there's only one of those guys. And that's okay. You're still one of the 400 guys in the world that play in like the best league in the entire on the entire planet, right? And you can still help your team win a championship, and there's nothing wrong with that. And so I think, yeah, man, just that piece of advice, that's a pretty unique one actually. I haven't heard that one before, and I think it's such good advice, and I definitely had some of those same feelings myself coming out from banking, thinking I'm like, too good for this, too good for that, or whatever. And then you just realize as you get older, like that's kind of just like, you have to go through like a little bit of an immature phase before you kind of learn these things, right? So thank you so much for sharing that. I think that was amazing. And with that, I know you're late for your next meeting, so I'm gonna let you go. But this was just it was awesome catching up with you and also hearing about just your career and some of the decisions you made. I wish we had more time, but I'm super grateful that you even carved out this amount of time to share your story with us. And yeah, man, it's great to catch up, and hopefully we can do it again soon.
Yeah, thanks, Sam. This was really fun for me to kind of reflect. I think, in general, like in our fast paced world, like we probably don't take enough time to reflect. So thank you for giving me this opportunity to do that. Congrats on what you're doing. Super inspired by kind of like your entrepreneurship journey. And yeah, wish you all the best and look forward to connecting again soon.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. All right, we'll talk soon. All right, see you later.
Bye.